Good afternoon, all my rock stars. Welcome to Vedantu 9 or 10 का हिंदी channel. This is Amit Sir, your master teacher for English. And कैसे हैं मेरे सारे rock stars? What's up, people? Welcome back. So, how was your paper 2? That is literature का paper. People, मेरे हिसाब से तो super easy था. इसमें भी easily 35 on 40 तो बनता है. People, within reach है. फोड़ सकते हैं, तोड़ सकते हैं. People, I hope your paper was good. What's up, everyone? What's up? चलो, तो आज का सिंपल एजेंडा है पीपल. आपका सेमेस्टर 1 का पेपर 2 डिस्कशन करेंगे, द फुल लिटरेचर एनालिसिस. किसी को कोई भी कंफ्यूजन है, इफ देयर इज एनी काइंड ऑफ कंफ्यूजन, रिमेंबर दीज आर ऑल द करेक्ट आंसर्स. 100% करेक्ट है. एंड इफ यू आर स्टिल कंफ्यूज्ड, योर ओनली वन सोर्स ऑफ कंफर्मेशन विल बी आपकी टेक्स्ट बुक. बट नॉनदलेस मैं सारे आंसर्स लेकर आया हूं. ठीक है, चलो, तो जल्दी सारे मेरे बच्चे वीडियो को लाइक करेंगे. बच्चों, इसी वक्त शो अमित सर ऑल योर लव, हिट द लाइक बटन राइट नाउ एंड सब्सक्राइब करो. जुड़े रहो इसी चैनल पे. रिमेंबर ऑल द लेटेस्ट वीडियोस, ऑल द लेटेस्ट काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस मैं इधर ही लेके आने वाला हूं. बच्चों, शेयर करो यार अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ, सबको बुलाओ, सब साथ में देखेंगे, मस्ती करेंगे, मजाक करेंगे. ठीक है, चलो. सो व्हाट आर वी वेटिंग फॉर? ओह यस, वन इंपॉर्टेंट अनाउंसमेंट. बच्चों, इंडियन ओलंपियाड क्वेस्ट फॉर जूनियर साइंस शुरू हो चुका है. देयर इज अ रॉकिंग डिस्काउंट गोइंग ऑन दिस. एंड नॉट ओनली दैट, यू गेट असाइनमेंट्स आफ्टर ज्वाइनिंग, यू गेट गेस्ट सेशंस बाय टॉप एजुकेटर्स, मेंटरशिप मिलता है, वेलनेस सेशन. इमेजिन, मतलब कि दे विल आल्सो चेक आपका ब्रीदिंग कैसा है एंड यू नो हाउ इज योर मेंटल स्टेट. बच्चों, रजिस्ट्रेशन लिंक इज प्रेजेंट इन दिस वीडियो का डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स. डेफिनेटली रजिस्टर. ठीक है, चलो पीपल, इसी के साथ लेट्स स्टार्ट अटैकिंग. चलो, अभी एक एक करके आई विल बी रीडिंग आउट द क्वेश्चन. आई वांट द आंसर्स इन द चैट. जल्दी बच्चे आंसर देंगे एंड पीपल इसको फोड़ते हैं. ठीक है पीपल, व्हेन इज हांस एंडरसन स्टोरी इज द लिटिल मैजिकल सेट? ये कभी थी? ऑन अ कोल्ड डार्क क्रिसमस ईव, कोल्ड वेट विंटर्स डे, कोल्ड डार्क न्यू ईयर्स ईव, या स्नोई डे इन अर्ली डिसंबर? सुपर इजी पीजी पीपल. इज इट ए और बी और सी और डी? ए और बी और सी और डी? जल्दी बताओ रे, ए और बी और सी और डी. Absolutely awesome. So बच्चों, it was on a cold dark New Year's Eve. It was 31st December की रात, and that is why at the end of the story the girl entered heaven with her grandmother in the new year. Superb. अरे वाह बच्चों. Which of the following does not appear in the visions that the little magical sees? This is already been done. मेरे मेंटी में हमने ये कवर कर लिया था. आई एम गुड, थैंक यू महाराना. हाउ आर यू महक? व्हाट्स अप हार्टबीट? ठीक है बच्चों, व्हाट डज नॉट अपीयर? ठीक है, ब्यूटीफुली डेकोरेटेड क्रिसमस ट्री, हर काइंड एंड लविंग ग्रैंडमदर, आयरन स्टोव विद ब्रास हैंडल्स, या कलरफुल फायरवर्क्स डिस्प्ले? सुपर इजी पीजी. ये भी बहुत इजी है पीपल. ए और बी और सी और डी? विच डज नॉट अपीयर भाई साहब? ए और बी और सी और डी? एब्सोल्युटली ऑसम है सर. सो पीपल, दिस अपीयर्स. इनका ऑर्डर ऑफ अपीयरेंस भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. आया नहीं है, नॉनदलेस कलरफुल फायरवर्क्स नहीं आता है भाई साहब उसके विजन्स में. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन हमारा, मर्चेंट ऑफ वेनिस. व्हेन शाइलॉक स्पीक्स ऑफ जेसिका's elopement, जब वो भाग जाती है, he exclaims my own flesh and blood to rebel. बच्चों, what feeling does this verse convey? सुपर इजी पीजी. ठीक है, प्राइड, एनवी, बिट्रेयल और रिमोर्स? पीपल, ए और बी और सी और डी? ए और बी और सी और डी? व्हाट्स अप माय देवांश? पीपल, ए और बी और सी और डी? एब्सोल्युटली ऑसमनेस. यस बच्चों, इट कन्वेज बिट्रेयल मतलब कि दगाबाजी, उसको धोखा देना. ठीक है, प्राइड एंड एनवी आर बोथ द सेम, गुरूर होना. रिमोर्स मतलब कि टू फील सैड, बट दैट इज नॉट द आंसर. चलो अगला सवाल. What important character trait of Bassanio's help him choose the right casket? ये भी हमने डिस्कस किया था पीपल. सुपर इजी पीजी. ओके, सो हिज ऑनेस्टी एंड इंटेग्रिटी, the ability to look beyond outward appearances, his love for Portia, या his dislike of gold and silver? People, super easy peasy था ये भी, and 100% the answer is the ability to look beyond outward appearances. Outward मतलब कि देखो, gold बोले तो gold, silver बोले तो silver. ठीक है, but he did not bother. He is like, नहीं, I can look beyond, and of course he was of a smart mind also. ठीक है, ओलंपियाड साइंस 100% अभिमन्यु बैच का लिंक आपको इसी वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मिलेगा. अगर अवेल ऑल वेदांतु कोर्सेज के पार्ट पे जाओ, उस पे मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, ओके पीपल, सेंट्रल थीम क्या है? आई नो व्हाई द केज्ड बर्ड सिंग्स, ऑलरेडी कवर्ड बाय अमित सर इन हिज मेंटी. फ्रीडम एंड ऑपरेशन, रियलिटी एंड अपीयरेंस, एनिमल राइट्स, एनवायरमेंटल क्राइसिस? एक्सट्रीमली इजी है ना पीपल? एब्सोल्युटली सर, ये भी हम कर चुके थे. सो पीपल, आंसर इज फ्रीडम एंड ऑपरेशन. ठीक है, मतलब कि आजाद होना और दबा हुआ होना, ये दोनों कवर्ड है. Next question. How does Portia plan to rescue her husband's friend Antonio from Shylock के clutches, उसके जंगल में से. She would pay 6,000 ducats and deface the bond, appear in court disguised as a lawyer and fight the case, spend some days at a monastery in prayer accompanied by Nerissa, humiliate Shylock at the trial and win the case for Antonia. Super easy peasy वापस से, ठीक है. And people 100%, she would come disguised मतलब के भेस में as a lawyer and fight the case. 100% she was convinced. बच्चों, she offered to pay, ठीक है, and she did not offer to pay 6,000 ducats. I'm sorry, she offered to pay 6 times more. ठीक है, ये नहीं है, absolutely नहीं है. ठीक है, okay. बच्चों, the conversation between Lancelot, Jessica and Lorenzo, ठीक है, उनके बीच की जो conversation थी in Act 3 Scene 5 creates dash before the highly dramatic trial scene that follows. This is a very good question. ये उन्हीं को आएगा जो एकदम thoroughly पढ़ के गए थे. मतलब this was a kind of question जो difficult है. Guys, this is tough. You have to remember. Dramatic irony, comic relief, heightened tension या unpleasant atmosphere. So people, 100% it is comic relief. Olympiad Science, I think the course fees is only 2,000 rupees. वो भी अभी discount rate पे चल रहा है. फटाफट enroll करो. Use my coupon code ARO Pro. ठीक है, Olympiad Science. I hope that clears your doubts about Abhimanyu batch. चलो, people. What is the patriot in Browning G की poem referring to when he says thus I entered and thus I go? We have covered this. फिर से मेरे मेंटी में से लिया है. His birth and death, his entry into public life and decision to quit. Short-lived dramatic rise and fall in popularity या career as a soldier. अरे हिवा शेख, what's up? ठीक है, and people absolutely short-lived dramatic rise and fall मतलब अभी आया अभी गया, क्योंकि पूरी पोएम खाली 1 साल के गैप में है. 1 year पहले he was a hero, 1 year बाद he had completely fallen and he was being taken to hang. अच्छा बच्चों, ब्लू बीड में हाईलाइट ऑफ सिबिया दीदी, व्हाट वाज द हाईलाइट ऑफ हर डे? वेरी इजी. Killing the crocodile, rescuing the Gujar woman, killing the crocodile and rescuing the woman, या finding the blue bead. अगर silly mistake करी है, जल्दी में किया है, people गलत होएगा. No, my Sonia, then this is also silly mistake जल्दी में. People, this was definitely good for Sibia, but this was the highlight. This shows her simplicity and innocence. Chalo, people, author says that the crocodile was twice the length of a tall man. This question was a beautiful question. This means that the crocodile was approximately, this is not directly given in your textbook. People, इसमें बहुत confusion था. Twice the size, ठीक है? 12 feet, 4 feet, 20 feet या 50 feet. People, A or B or C or D. ये बहुत मस्त सवाल था. People, answer is 12 feet. How do we know this? Because वहाँ पे दिया है length of a tall man of 6 feet. तो 6 का approximate twice will be 12 feet. This was a good question यार, ठीक है? 50 feet नहीं है. चलो people, इसी के साथ section B करते हैं. full हमारा MOV Act 3, ठीक है? How now, Tubal, what news from Genoa? Hast thou found my daughter? तो Tubal बोलता है, I often came where I did hear of her, but cannot find her. ठीक है people, who is Tubal यार? ठीक है, Shylock's friend, Antonio's friend, the devil, Shylock's wife. A or B or C or D? A or B or C or D? जल्दी. And people, indeed answer is Shylock का friend है हमारा Tubal. People, what news of Jessica does Tubal bring? क्या उसको बताता है वो कि she was spending Shylock's money extravagantly मतलब दिल से. She had exchanged Shylock's ring for a donkey. People, she had given away Shylock's diamond worth 2,000 ducats in Frankfurt. अरे बाप रे. और she had died and had been buried with jewel in her ears. My God, super easy सवाल है, एकदम straightforward है. I'm 100% sure that you got this answer absolutely correct. A. People, donkey नहीं था, monkey था. By the way, I don't think there was a donkey in the story at all. This is absolutely ridiculous. People, what news of Antonio का misfortune does Tubal share with Shylock? मेरे notes में से आ गया. People, that is why I'm requesting you subscribe करके जुड़े रहो. I'm going to get your term 2 के सारे mentees and सारे MCQs जो यहाँ पे आने वाले 100%. ठीक है people, Antonia's sailors had not survived the shipwreck मतलब कि डूब जाना. Antonio's ship had been looted by pirates at Tripolis. Antonio's merchant ship had been wrecked on its way from Tripolis and the crew on Antonio's ship had mutinied मतलब कि protested and had taken control of the ship. A or B or C or D? तो बच्चों, the answer is his ship had been wrecked मतलब कि उसकी ship crash होके sink हो गई on the way from Tripolis. मतलब उसका पूरा loss हो गया and he's lost all his money. बच्चों, what does Shylock instruct Tubal to do after this exchange? Shylock उसको क्या बोलता है? Go to the synagogue and arrange for a gaoler. Hire an officer of the law and meet him afterwards at the synagogue. Synagogue is where the Jews pray. Go to Genoa, arrange for Jessica, have Antonio's creditor swear that he was broke. People, A or B or C or D. Super easy hai. Super easy, people, A or B or C or D. A or B or C or D. No, my devout tech, it is not C. Hire an officer of the law and meet him afterwards at the synagogue. तो उसको बोलता है कि पहली बात तो तू मेरे लिए एक लॉ का ऑफिसर लेकर आ एंड यू नो मेरे को तू सिनेगॉग पे मिल. सिनेगॉग मतलब कि मंदिर. पीपल, दैट इज वेयर द ज्यूज गो टू प्रे. ठीक है, चलो, ऑसम. Which of these words spoken by Shylock reflect his vengeful बोले तो फुल बदले की आड़ वाला नेचर. My own flesh and blood to rebel, मतलब कि जेसिका. What? I'll ill luck. ठीक है, there I have another bad match. या I will have the heart of him if he forfeits मतलब कि वो जैसे ही हार मानता है ना, उसका दिल निकाल के ले लूंगा मैं. People, A or B or C or D. Beautiful answer है people. Answer is D. This shows के मतलब कि he is not interested in getting his money back. He is only interested Antonio के downfall में and ताकि वो suffer करे. चलो people, extract. Portia. I would detain you here some month or two before you venture for me. I could teach you how to choose right, but then I am forsworn. मैंने कसम ली है. So I will never be. So may you miss me. Come on, people. How would you describe Portia Didi ka state of mind based on your understanding? Tense and anxious, terrified, remorseful, excited and guilty, or confident and hopeful? People, A or B or C or D. A or B or C or D. अरे गेमर वाइटी मेरी जान, तू स्ट्रॉन्ग है, टेंशन मत ले, खाली मेरे वीडियोस देख, पक्का you'll become strong. People, A or B or C or D. Absolutely sir, tense and anxious. क्योंकि पोर्शिया दीदी wanted Antonio to win, लेकिन she could not cheat ना, she couldn't tell him ना कि कौन से कास्केट पे है. People, why does Portia want to detain Bassanio for a month or two before he takes the casket test? वो क्यों Bassanio को रुकाना चाहती है? She wants to spend time with him and get to know him better. She is afraid that he might choose the wrong casket and she would never see him again. She wants to keep him in Venice and away from Antonio. Yeah, she is lonely na and enjoys हमारे Bassanio की company. People, A or B or C or D. A or B or C or D. Absolutely awesome, superb. बच्चों, she is very afraid that he might choose the wrong casket. एक बार wrong casket choose किया ना, you cannot ever come back and claim her hand ever again. तो बच्चों 100% उसको चाहिए कि वो Bassanio right casket select करे किसी भी हालत में. Awesomeness. चलो people, why does Portia say she cannot help Bassanio choose the right casket? Portia दीदी क्यों बोलती है मैं आपकी मदद नहीं कर सकती? Easy है. It would be dishonest. She would be breaking a promise to her father. She believes in justice and fair play. She has sworn not to help him. Very simple है. Very very simple है. People, do not get confused by sworn क्योंकि sworn passage में दिया है. ठीक है? And people, the answer is she would be breaking a promise to her father. The word in the passage is forsworn. Forsworn मतलब कि पहले की खाई हुई कसम. Awesomeness. Let me choose, for as I am, I live upon the rack, says Bassanio in response to Bassanio in response to Portia's plea. बच्चों, rack का मतलब क्या है? Live upon the rack. A wooden shelf to hold books, a framework for holding or storing something, a bed-like open frame used as a torture device या to cause extreme pain or distress. ठीक है? People, बहुत simple है, बहुत मस्त है. Again, vocabulary has been covered in my Merchant of Venice के सारे videos. People, A or B or C or D. I'm good, thank you. महक, आप कैसे हो? People, A or B or C or D. People, answer is C. I live upon the rack मतलब कि मैं तो as it is ही torture पे जीता हूँ. As it is, I am living such a difficult and tortured life. People, मस्त है सवाल. चलो. People, what does Portia give to Bassanio as a token of her love? Very simple. We have covered this already in my videos. House servants, herself, or a ring? A or B or C or D. A और B और C और D. अरे किलर बॉय, तू आ गया अपने मीट के साथ, मैं आता हूँ तेरे मीट पे, टेंशन मत ले तू. मैं और तू मीट करेंगे, ठीक है? खाली मैं और तू. People, absolutely answer is a ring. ठीक है? She gives Bassanio a ring as a token of her love, जो बाद में उससे उल्लू बना के वो ले भी लेती है. People, चलो हो गया. अभी नेक्स्ट एक्सट्रैक्ट पढ़ते हैं हमारी लिटिल मैच गर्ल का. व्हाट अ ब्यूटीफुल स्टोरी. बच्चों, she could not think of anything else. Tells us what about the condition of the girl. She was cold and miserable. She was reminded of her grandmother's cooking. She was fond of roast goose, and she was desperately hungry. A or B or C or D. People, A or B or C or D? Absolutely, sir. She was very, very hungry. She could not think of anything else because she was so hungry. बच्चों, what did the little girl do when she could no longer bear the cold? Extremely, मतलब ये वाले सवाल इतने easy थे. It was a matter of 5 seconds people और हो जाए. What's up my Anjali? ठीक है. Started a fire to keep herself warm, tried to find shelter in one of the houses, struck a match to warm her frozen fingers, या lay down in the cold and talk to her grandmother. वाह वाह वाह. ठीक है. So people, obviously the answer is struck a match to warm her frozen fingers because she was so cold and she had nothing to wear at all. Okay. People, when did the little girl's grandmother appear before her when she struck what number की match? Again covered है, super easy है. First, second, third or fourth. People, A or B or C or D. Grandmother कब appear हुई? Absolutely sir, last match में. In fact, fourth match में जब grandmother appeared, she kept lighting non-stop all the other matches so that grandmother doesn't go away. And उसी के चक्कर में the ending happened. People, read the following statements, pick out what is not true. ठीक है, what is not true हमारी little match girl के बारे में. She came from a very poor family. She loved her grandmother dearly. She was about 17 years old. She had no slippers of her own and she wore her mother's slippers. What's up my Vipul? ठीक है, people, easy था ये भी बहुत ही. Answer is absolutely sir. She was 17 years old. This is something which is false because she was small, very very small. ठीक है. बच्चों, what happened to the little girl at the end of the story? मतलब, this is the saddest answer in the history of all answers. We know the answer. She froze to death. Her father came looking for her. Some kind people gave her food and shelter, or an angel appeared and carried her away to her grandmother's house. Easy peasy people. Absolutely answer is so. She froze to death. People, super sad na, but we know the answer sir. मतलब के because everything, I think खाली Merchant of Venice थोड़ा tricky था, लेकिन tricky हो गई क्योंकि उसमें इतनी सारी चीजें. Otherwise sir, it was too easy. What's up my dear? चलो people, blue bead. Let's इसको तोड़ते हैं. People, what was Sibia doing when the Gujar woman came down to the river? She was on her way to the cave to check her clay cup. She was resting on a boulder in the middle of the river. Wow, Sibia. She was walking home with her mother after a hard day's work or cutting paper grass on the mountainside. A or B or C or D? Super easy sir. This also we have covered. She was resting on a boulder in the middle of the river. ठीक है? She was basically chilling and waiting. People, why did the Gujar woman not notice the crocodile? Why did the crocodile was not noticed by the Gujar woman? He was well hidden among the drifting logs. तो बच्चों, drifting मतलब के floating logs of timber. Because the crocodile also looked like a log of timber only. ठीक है? She was thinking about the men who had gone to the bazaar. She could not see, or it was pitch dark as it was late. Wow. So people, good imagination. And absolutely people, the answer is he was very well hidden. So the Gujar woman did not notice the crocodile at a 12 feet ka crocodile. People, 5 facts about crocodile hair. Pick the one which is not true basis the story. मतलब crocodile का description आपको properly पता होना चाहिए. ठीक है? People, crocodiles are afraid of noise. Crocodiles are herbivores. Oh my god. Crocodiles swallow stones to assist their digestion. Yeah, they have thick, impenetrable मतलब कुछ भी उसको अटैक या हिट नहीं कर सकता है. People, A or B or C or D? A or B or C or D? जल्दी जल्दी बताओ रे. A or B or C or D? आगे आंसर people. Answer is they are herbivores. People, crocodiles are pure carnivores. They will eat anything and everything under the sun. Actually, they can be called omnivores also, but not herbivores 100%. But how did the Gujar woman try to save herself? Super easy. We had already discussed this. By uttering a shrill, piercing scream, मतलब चिल्लाना. By dropping her guras into the river. ठीक है, I don't know what help would that be. By driving her hay fork into the creature's eye, फिर तो भाई वो बच जाती थी. By clinging desperately to a floating log of wood. What's up my Santosh saying? People, A or B or C or D? A or B or C or D? Absolutely rocking. क्या बात है विशु? People, by clinging मतलब के hold tight, एकदम जोर से पकड़ना to a floating log of wood. Excellent है. People, what does Sibia's delight in finding the blue bead tell us about हमारी Sibia दीदी? उसके बारे में क्या पता चलता है? कि she is very courageous young girl. that she is an immature child woman, that she is innocent and childlike, या that she is childish and brave. Extremely easy है. People A और B और C और D, A और B और C और D क्या पता चलता है? Superb, क्या बात है बच्चों? She is innocent and she is childlike. Because सोचो, she killed a crocodile, she saved a woman, and yet वो जो blue bead उसको मिलता है, she's so happy, she's like, this is what I wanted. Chalo, people, caged bird stings, all of these questions have been already covered. Maya Angelou की कहानी, ठीक है? People, stalks in the above extract can best be replaced with stalks, ठीक है? So मतलब कि but a bird that stalks down his narrow cage. Plant stems, paces to and fro, hides in a corner, crowds. A or B or C or D. Sir, मतलब extremely simple है, absolutely super. Paces to and fro. Paces to and fro मतलब चलना फिर वापस आना, चलना फिर वापस आना. बच्चों, the caged bird is blinded by what? Good question. What is the caged bird blinded by? The bars of his cage, tears, anger, or fears. Easy peasy. A or B or C or D. Absolutely awesomeness. Arnav, silly mistake hai. People, his anger. Because he is the rage. His rage beyond the bars of rage hai na. So matlab ki he's so angry and that is what he's blinded. He cannot see uske beyond. But why have the bird's wings been clipped and his feet tied? Easy है, बहुत easy है. To punish him, to tease him, to control him, to make him fit into the cage. We've already done this, people. What's up, A or B or C or D? Hello, my fighter G. What's happening, people? Superb. अरे वरुण देशमुख क्या बोल रहा है यार? It is C. To control him, ताकि वो control में रहे और ज़्यादा नाटक मस्ती नहीं करे. People, which of the following actions is associated with the caged bird? इनमें से क्या caged bird करता है? Soaring high on the wind, floating down with the current, claiming the open skies, या pouring his heart out in song. People, caged bird. I mean, sir, this is ridiculously simple है, ठीक है? People, caged bird. Hello, caged bird. People, answer is pouring his heart out in song, because all the other three are with the free bird, ठीक है? वो caged bird हमारा एक ही चीज नहीं कर सकता. But what is the mood conveyed? Frustration, guilt, loneliness or joy? Very simple है, very simple है. Obviously it is a sad mood, 100% sir. It is the caged bird mood. It is solid frustration because बेचारा bird बहुत upset है of being in the cage. चलो people, patriot, again we have done this. बहुत simple, बहुत straightforward था. मतलब कि even if you had read and gone, and even if you had just seen my videos and gone, बच्चों तोड़ देते. Leaped at the sun मतलब space travel, absolutely. Jump towards the sun, सीधा. Tried to touch the sun या attempt the impossible. People, A or B or C or D? A or B? My God, why are my kids saying A? People, scary. A or B or C or D? Absolutely, sir. Attempted the impossible. Super. बच्चों, इनमें से कौन सा does not describe the present condition? Present वाला जो condition है patriot का. Drenched in the rain, both hands are tied behind back, forehead is bleeding from the stones, are greeted and cheered by the loyal crowds. Very simple है. Super. पढ़ने से पहले ही आंसर्स आ गए बच्चों. Answer is D. देखो बच्चों, all the other three options are negative. Only one option is positive. Odd man out is always the answer. बच्चों, not man could do have I left undone in the above extract. मतलब I have undone all that a person can do. I have done everything that was humanly possible. I have done nothing that a person can do. I have done what any man would do. बहुत easy है. Again, your options make it very simple, people. A or B or C or D? A or B or C or D? जल्दी जल्दी बताओ. Absolutely बच्चों, I have done everything that was humanly possible. Have I left undone मतलब जो भी बन सकता था, जो भी इंसान कर सकता था, मैंने सब कर दिखाया, सब कर दिया. बच्चों, why had the people gathered in large numbers 1 year ago? ठीक है, past. To greet and welcome the patriot, to watch the patriot being hanged, to give him the sun, ले जा भाई, और to set the church spires aflame with flags. People, लोग आए क्यों थे? Super duper easy. Super duper. People, 1 year back. A or B or C or D? Very good, my cartoon gamer. I'm so proud of you. Absolutely correct, बच्चों. To greet and welcome the patriot. Superb यार. बच्चों, tone of the speaker in the above lines. बताओ, tone कैसा है? Sarcastic, joyous, bitter के hopeful? A or B or C or D? A or B or C or D? A or B or C or D? Super बच्चों, the tone is very bitter. ठीक है, हमारा speaker is so angry ना. He's like, God, I hate it. चलो people, I hope everyone का exams went good. अभी what I want each and every one of you जो थोड़े बहुत बच्चे वीडियो को देख रहे हो, immediately write your score in the chat. People, I want to know each and every one का score. चलो अभी जल्दी people लेट्स गेट इंस्पायर्ड। इस बार के आईआईटी एडवांस्ड एग्जाम में हमारे बच्चों ने एब्सोल्युटली तोड़ दिया है बच्चों। 1500 प्लस स्टूडेंट्स हैव aced the IIT advanced exam. 6% of the upcoming IIT batch will be from Vedantu and 5% of the top 1000 students are Vedantu students. बच्चों remember हमारे 3 गुना ज्यादा better results आए and we are so proud of all of them. चलो तो बच्चों now let's get inspired. Vishu superb है, I'm very proud of you. बच्चों प्रेरक in the main exam scored all India rank 243 and in the advanced became all India rank 35. बच्चों प्रियांशु in the main exam scored 10,000 plus all India rank and उसको भी 420 मिला in the advanced exam. That is so inspirational. चलो so बच्चों अभी तक भी if my rock stars have these problems, sir doubts है, sir no clarity, sir I want questions assignments, sir syllabus नहीं हुआ है, revision plan दिला दो, हिंदी में पढ़ना है। बच्चों I am still requesting you, आ जाओ वेदांतु में पढ़ो हमारे साथ, we'll have too much fun. Every session there will be a live mentee with हम लोग करेंगे रॉकेट शावर एंड ढोल नगाड़े बजाएंगे बच्चों when you do well. ठीक है, your full syllabus will be covered here 100%. You will get handwritten notes by all the expert teachers. बच्चों not to forget आपके doubt solving. Absolutely in a live class your class teachers will answer your thousands of doubts. वेदांतु का खुद का डाउट सॉल्विंग ऐप पे यू कैन आस्क इनफाइनाइट डाउट्स मॉर्निंग 8 o'clock टू नाइट 11 o'clock. ठीक है, पैकिंग में मेंटी होगा, 100% तमन्ना होगा। ठीक है, and people not to also forget all your concepts will be cleared through assignments, through mock tests, and we will also give you all possible micro courses whatever you want of physics, chemistry, maths, bio, English literature and reading and writing and prose to cover your tough topics. चलो बच्चों अभी आपको दिखाएंगे, आपको अच्छा सा डिस्काउंट दिलाएंगे। लेट्स गो टू वेदांतु का वेबसाइट, आई शो यू। अच्छा बैचेस आर स्टिल स्टार्टिंग बच्चों, प्लीज रिमेंबर टर्म 1 इज ओवर, टर्म 2 इज सब्जेक्टिव, 100% यू नीड टू एनरोल। करना क्या है तो बच्चों इसी वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स के पिंड कमेंट पे जाना है, अंदर जाके अमित सर का कूपन कोड ARO प्रो लगाना है। थैंक यू माई SK रहीम, यू आर सो स्वीट। चलो पीपल लेट्स गो टू youtube.com। देखो बबुआ दिस इज youtube.com। लेट्स गो इनसाइड माई वीडियो राइट नाउ विच इज गोइंग ऑन। अंदर जाने के बाद ना बच्चों व्हाट यू ऑब्जर्व इज यू नीड टू गो टू अवेल ऑल एक्साइटिंग वेदांतु कोर्सेज। उस पे व्हेन यू क्लिक ऑन ICSE का लिंक, अंदर जाने के बाद बच्चों यू विल हैव ऑल द पॉसिबल प्रोडक्ट्स। ऑलराइट, सो प्रो लाइट है जिसमें लाइव क्लासेस, टेस्ट सीरीज, असाइनमेंट्स है बच्चों। प्रो क्लासिक में यू गेट एडिशनल डाउट सॉल्विंग ऑन द मोबाइल ऐप, दिस इज वर्थ इट बच्चों, 46% ऑफ है, डजंट गेट चीपर देन दिस। प्रो प्लस है बच्चों जिसमें यू गेट अ पर्सनल मेंटर। माय सजेशन इज इफ पेरेंट्स कच कर रहे हैं चुप करके सबसे सस्ता प्रोडक्ट ले लो प्रो लाइट, उसमें यू विल गेट ऑल द स्टडी मटेरियल, एवरी पॉसिबल द बेस्ट मास्टर टीचर्स। प्रो क्लासिक थोड़ा ज्यादा भर के लोगे, यू विल गेट अनलिमिटेड डाउट सॉल्विंग ऑन द मोबाइल ऐप। Did I mention the 15 days का trial? People, when you take up the 15 days का trial with my coupon code ARO Pro, पहली बात I'll get you additional discount and I'll get you 15 days free. People, super awesome thing है। ठीक है, चलो any product that you go to people, as soon as you click on buy complete course, अंदर जाने के बाद पहली बात तो मैसिव कूपन कोड सेविंग्स विद माय कोड ARO Pro एंड ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड यू हैव ऑल द पेमेंट ऑप्शंस, क्रेडिट कार्ड, डेबिट कार्ड, जीरो कॉस्ट EMI, Amazon पे, पेटीएम, फोन पे, भीम पे, इस पे। ठीक है, चलो पीपल इसी के साथ वी कम टू द एंड ऑफ दिस वीडियो। जाने से पहले प्लीज लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब द वीडियो। पीपल कमेंट सेक्शन में लेट मी नो व्हाट आर योर स्कोर्स, हाउ वाज योर एक्सपीरियंस एंड व्हाट न्यू वीडियोस वुड यू लाइक मी टू गेट। 100% मैं लेकर आऊंगा। थैंक यू सो मच, प्लीज टेक केयर, प्लीज स्टे सेफ, ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर ऑल द रिमेनिंग बोर्ड एग्जाम्स, रॉकेट पोड़ के आना। थैंक यू, दिस इज अमित सर।